Welcome back to the Varkha Chalani channel. Today is the day of busting myths, and I picked up what I thought was very interesting and actually something that everyone should pay some thought to. What is that? An idea that commonality of beliefs and opinions is being sold and advocated as facts and truths. Nothing could be further from the truth, but instead of doing it in a theoretical manner, I thought of taking two very common examples that plague many of us. Let's go with the first one. Fair is beautiful is a belief in this part of the world. And because we have repeated that belief all the time to ourselves, and society has always advocated fair-skinned people as being beautiful and has sold through advertising all kind of fairness creams, whether for men or for women, the belief has somehow come to lay seed as the truth for us. But nothing could be further from it, because many a time when you actually meet a fair person, you've gone with an assumption that that person will also be a beautiful person. But many times you see that that's not really true. There are no physical features, there is no symmetry of face, there is blemished skin, the contours of the face are not as synergetic as they should be. But you don't have the courage to admit that fair is not really beautiful, because all the things that define beauty are unfortunately not there in this person. But you conform because you have equated and brainwashed yourself, and society has brainwashed you to believe that fairness equals beauty. Now let's take another example. Fat is ugly. Again, that's been a propagation and a brainwashing that has happened about weight and good looks. It has been repeated ad nauseum that thin people are good-looking people, are handsome, and are people who you should be going towards. So what happens? People believing the idea that fat is ugly begin to hate themselves. Mental illnesses like anorexia and bulimia are on the rise because someone or the other has subscribed to the ideology that fat is ugly. And that's not really true, because your fatness does not only depend on how much you eat or how little you exercise. There are many other aspects to weight: hormonal imbalances, genetic dispositions. And instead of concentrating on what really makes body type, people get into severe depression and self-hatred and body shaming and body image issues because there's just a belief which has been repeated ad nauseum about fat being ugly. Why am I talking about commonality of belief as not necessarily being truths? Just because a majority of a population subscribes to certain philosophies, attitudes, or ideologies does not necessitate that it is factual. All things that are factual have evidence, and we need to look for the evidence to support our beliefs. Let's take another example: superstitions. Superstitions are nothing but majoritarian ideas propagated from person to person, family to family, across generations. Nobody has really sat back, reviewed and questioned whether there's really any correlation. So you'll hear things being thrown around: a black cat brings bad luck, okay, don't walk under the ladder, don't hand over someone you love a knife, don't wash your hair on Thursdays. These are just advocated ideologies or beliefs, not thinkingly thought through. The reason I am trying to bust the myth that commonality equals truth is because if you see, all confident people are non-conformists. All people who usually do well in life are not cattle who follow the herd or are sheep who go in a similar and same direction. They are people who think for themselves, who stand out. So yes, fair is not necessarily beautiful and fat is not necessarily ugly. And that's not because I say so, because there is evidence to quite the contrary. All that you and I have to do is actually go looking for the evidence. Thank you for watching the Varkha Chalani channel. If you like what you see, please do hit the like button, continue to share my video, and of course, do subscribe. Till then, it's goodbye. Thank you.